Hello, my name's Mr. Maths, and today we're going to be talking about how to turn a fraction into a decimal.
If you get to hear me now. If you get to hear me now.
Okay, so let's take a simple fraction first, and we'll show you the process and how to turn that fraction into a decimal. Let's take one we all know, 1/2. Now, if you've read up about this before, you'll know that 1/2 as a decimal is 0.5. But you may be wondering, how do we get this 0.5 from this fraction? And this is where I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's just clear this away. Now, to be able to do this, it's important that you know how to do bus stop division. Now, if you want to check out my previous videos on that before you start this, then you're welcome to. Okay, so the way I visualize it is I put an arrow here and I put an arrow here. So these arrows suggest which way the numbers are going to go when we put them into our bus stop. So we push the 2 this way, put our bus stop, and we put the 1 there. So 2's go into 1 how many times? Well, you can't get a 2 out of a 1, so you put a 0. And if you've seen my previous video on bus stop division with decimals, you'll know what to do next, because you've run out of numbers. You can't just have a remainder 2. So what we do is we cross this 1 out, we put a 0 here, we put a 1 there, and then we put a decimal point. Now, how many 2's can you get out of 10? If you know your 2 times table, that's relatively simple. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's 5. So you can get 5. Now, there are no more remainders to go on, so your answer would be 1/2 equals 0.5. 1/2 is 0.5 as a decimal. So that's one you probably knew already. So now I'm going to choose another one that maybe you know already, just to prove the process correct. Okay, so let's do 3/4. How are we going to turn that into our decimal? Well, first of all, remember our arrows there, and then we put it in our bus stop. Put the 4 on the outside and the 3 on the inside. Okay, how many 4's can we get out of 3? That's right, we can't get any. So we've run out of numbers, so we cross this out, we put a 0 here, and we put our 3 here, and we place our decimal point there. How many 4's can we get out of 30? Well, 5 4's is 20, 6 4's is 24, and 7 4's is 28. So that's 7, but there's a 2 remainder. So we put our 2 here and another 0 here. How many 4's can we get out of 20? Well, we know that 5 4's is 20. And there we have it. 3/4 is equal, let's put this down here, equal to 0.75. Okay? We'll just do one more example of this bus stop method of changing fractions into decimals. Okay. We'll do 6/10. Okay, so remember arrows. The denominator at the bottom goes this way, the numerator at the top goes that way, and we place it in our bus stop, like so. And we put our 6 here. How many 10's can we get out of 6? We can't, can we? Once again, like on our previous video on bus stop with decimals, put a 0 up here and a point, because we've run out of numbers. put a 0 here, cross that out and put a 6. How many 10s can we get out of 60? We get 6. Okay, so our answer is 6/10 equals 0.6. Now we're going to do, let's just do one more that might be a little bit larger. Okay, so what we'll do is 3/12. Remember our arrows? That one goes that way. This one goes this way. Our 12 goes outside the bus stop. On the inside we have the 3. Okay, how many 12s can we get out of 3? We can't do any. So, we put our decimal point, because we've run our numbers. Put our 0 here, we cross our 3 out here and we put that 3 there. How many 12s can we get out of 30? Well, if you know your 12 times table, it's 2 12s are 24, and we have a remainder of 6. How silly. Right, 2 12s are 24, so we've got 2 here, and a remainder of 6. So we have a 6 here, and a 0 here. How many 12s can we get out of 60? Well, if you know your 12 times table again, you know 5 times 12 equals 60. So we put our 5 here. So the answer to this, 3/12, is equal to 0.25. That's how we turn our fractions into decimals. I've been Mr. Maths. Thank you very much.